What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex. Today we have something pretty special for you guys. So in my left hand here with this all you need is coffee and love design, we are going to be testing out our Instant Peel film. So this is Instant Peel, meaning after we heat press it onto the t-shirt, we give it pull the t-shirt out 1-2 seconds literally, and you can peel the transfer from the shirt while it's still on the heat press, I might add. And then we have the tried and true, the old but still good, our cold peel transfer. As you can tell, there is a little bit of a difference. The cold peel is glossy, the instant peel has a matte finish, so that'll be your kind of way that you can tell besides the obvious design difference. So cold peel transfers, how do they work? With the cold peel on the t-shirt, when you heat press it, you're going to have to take the t-shirt off of the heat press, let the t-shirt completely cool before you can actually end up peeling the transfer. If you try and peel the transfer while it's still on the t-shirt on the heat press, the transfer is going to want to come up with the film. It's not going to stick to the actual t-shirt like it is when it's completely cooled and ready to peel. So in this video, I kind of want to see and run a little bit of a test which would, ultimately we know which one is going to be better. It's going to be the instant peel, but let's see how much better. Let's see how much time it actually ends up saving you. Let's see what kind of order sizes you would need where it would really start to make sense. Like there is basically no chance you should be using cold peel because of the time savings, because of the money spent in labor. All of these things can really add up. So let's just get into it in this video, kind of find out exactly how much time, how much money instant peel film can save you over something like cold peel film as a user of DTF transfers. All right, so let's get into the settings for the actual heat press. For cold peel, this is going to be another thing. What we typically would recommend for our customers using our cold peel film in the instructions is to set their heat press to 310 to 340 and kind of figure out, depending on their heat press, because everybody's is a little bit different, right? What kind of temperature is going to be best for them. So with the cold peel, it started at 310, but with our instant peel film, you can get this down to 285. And what that means is for fabrics like polyester, spandex, other heat-sensitive materials, having that lower temperature can really change how the t-shirt is affected under the heat press. If you do have to run temperatures like 350, 380, especially for something like sublimation, you got to get those high temperatures, that's going to affect the t-shirt. Worst case scenario, you'll have a big box around the t-shirt where you heat pressed it with a different color. So it'll be like a black shirt, you'll have like a big almost gray box showing where you heat pressed it, and then you'll still have the rest of the black t-shirt. So having the ability with these instant peel films to press the transfers on the t-shirts at a lower temperature allows you to now heat press and decorate a wider range of materials. So now that does open the door to spandex, I think it's Lycra, another one of those very heat sensitive materials. All of these things can now be available to you because you can use the instant peel film with a lower temperature heat press. So that's kind of how it works for the instant peel. The cold peel, you also want to make sure, well, it's kind of the same for both, but the pressure, you want to do a medium to firm pressure. This is kind of the same for both the cold peel and the instant peel, is about the same pressure. So that doesn't really change. I wish it was possible to kind of reduce the pressure of the heat press. I know that there is certainly fatigue from pressing that heat press down 100 times, and then if you got to do the backs, you got to do it 100 more times, that kind of a thing. But if you guys are running like significant numbers of heat press on the regular, maybe looking into those pneumatic ones, or they even have the electric ones where the platen goes down completely on its own. They're pretty expensive. I know like getting them direct from China, they start at like $800, and then you still have to pay shipping. And then this company here, Laviva, or it's Aviva, but their like brand is Laviva. I don't really know why. They also have like pneumatic heat presses, but theirs start at $3,000. And then there's obviously like the big established players who make the pneumatic heat presses, but those can start at like $6,000. So it would be nice if we could lower the pressure with the instant peel film. It's just kind of one of those things with DTF transfers. You need that high pressure to really get the adhesive to bond with the fabric. But in terms of the press time, that's another great thing about the instant peel. So with instant peel, we recommend 8 to 12 seconds for the press. With the cold peel, we recommend 12 to 15. So just a couple seconds there, but really, again, over the course of 100, and then you got to do the backs, 100 more, 200 presses, these seconds are going to add up. And I think as we're going to see, when you are adding up all of the time saved, these instant peel transfers can, I mean, the thing is, I feel like I want to say these instant peel transfers can pay for themselves, but they're no more money. We are now using instant peel film with like no price increase. They are the same price as they've always been, and they're going to stay that way. So it's kind of like you need to be using instant peel film, and let's get into the test to really show you why you need to. Okay, so one of the things though, the cold peel film, again, I feel like I have been kind of a walking billboard for these instant peel. Obviously, like I am a little biased, but the great thing about cold peel is they were insanely versatile. Basically, like they're hard to mess up in a way. So the instant peel films are a little bit more finicky. You really want to make sure that you're taking the proper steps to prepare your garment before applying the transfer, and that just means pre-pressing the garment, making sure that all of the moisture is completely out of the tee. It's one of those things, these pet films with the instant peel, they're really susceptible to kind of having problems like that. So just kind of, it's one of those things you got to make sure that you are preparing everything the best that you can so that you have the best results, right? But let's get into it, guys. I want to start with the instant peel film. We're going to put that guy on top. Got the cold peel film. We're going to do this, and we're going to do them at the same time. So we're going to get a timer going and peel the instant peel, and then see how long it takes before we can actually start to peel this cold peel. The heat press is up to temperature. Let's see how it goes. Doing 10 seconds. Okay, so let's make sure that you guys can see this. And now, again, the instant peel, this is ready to go. We can go ahead and peel that right now. Good to go. Let's see if we can peel the cold, just to kind of show you guys what we got going on. And all right, so you guys saw it actually peeled pretty quickly, but there's a couple things that you guys got to keep in mind here. One, this is the first press on the heat press. This thing is cold still. There's no like trapped heat that is kind of like, it's not a heat sink right now. It was our first press of the day, so the heat press is cold. That will play an impact as the heat press heats up. It's going to require more time to actually cool down before you can peel cold peel film. And then another thing right here, the edges on each of the designs were kind of coming up. And that was because it wasn't ready to peel. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of push those down with my finger and put this Teflon sheet back over the shirt, give it another press just to kind of seal those edges in on that cold peel design. So yeah, as you guys can see, this really wasn't the best demonstration. It kind of didn't work out for me, but I really do, like, if the heat press has been, like you've been going through a number of shirts, when you have to add up the time that it takes from taking the t-shirt off of the press, putting it onto a separate surface, and then waiting for the t-shirt to completely cool down, it's about 60 seconds of time that you are essentially wasting between letting the transfer cool, taking the t-shirt off the press. And guys, remember, you took it off of the press, and most of the time you want to do a second pre-press just to kind of seal the transfer into the shirt. Now you got to put it back on the heat press. Double work, double movement, more fatigue. At the end of the day, we're trying to reduce the motions, reduce the steps, reduce the time, put more money in our pocket, And when you are able to, just keep the t-shirt on the heat press when you're peeling it, it's a huge thing. And again, I know, guys, I kind of shot myself in the foot here, and it did peel with the cold peel film on the heat press. You're gonna have to just take my word for it. That typically never happens. I got kind of egg on my face in that sense, but again, it's one of those things where if you are doing it over 100 shirts, that's 100 minutes. So if you're paying an employee $20 an hour, well, now you could put, what is that, like $35? You're saving $35 just by using Instant Peel on 100 runs. So if you can then extrapolate that over time, you're doing the front and back on 100 shirts. Now, instead of $35, that's $70. All of these things can add up in your business, and that is just in a couple of hours, you're saving that amount of time. It not only allows you to make more money on your orders, but it also allows you to take on more orders because you have so much more time to actually do the work, right? You have so much more time to print the t-shirts. You're not spending time taking it off, waiting for it to cool, putting it back on, pressing it down again. You're doing the right work. You're working smart, is what I'm trying to say. You're working smart. So again, it sounds like this costs more to you, but it doesn't. It's all the same price. I think that this video is kind of in the sense of other business owners who might be interested in Instant Peel film. I know it was something that we really struggled with in our business when we were getting started. When we had the DTF printer in the office, we tried to do Instant Peel because, again, like I've been saying, the proposition is there. But the problems we were running into with Instant Peel film at the beginning just made it something that we couldn't rely on, didn't work for us. And since then, it's been about 2 years, and we gave it another try with the DTF printers out here in the warehouse. I'm not sure if it's the manufacturers changing the formula, changing the coating, the PET film, whatever it is, but we're in luck now. And our Instant Peel film is performing perfectly, and that's something that, as one of the goals in our business, is to be the premier DTF transfer supplier here in Texas, and we're just trying to make sure that we are always providing the best quality products at the fastest possible speed that we can to you. And that's just one of the things that we're going to always continue pushing forward, pushing the product, pushing the industry and ball forward. And we just hope that you guys really do enjoy the product. Let us know in the comments what you guys think of Instant Peel film. Do you use it yourself in your business? Do you use it for all of your transfer orders? Whatever it is, let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you guys. And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one.